All right, let me tell you something. If you're looking for a high-end flashlight to add to your arsenal, this thing has blown me away. This is the X1 Pro from WUBEN, and I was not prepared for how powerful this thing is. Now, I was sent this in exchange for an honest review, and man, I am lucky that they sent this to me because this flashlight is so awesome. It's probably the most powerful flashlight I've ever experienced. I'm going to talk about my favorite features of this flashlight. I'm going to compare it to like your typical household flashlight. And then a little bit later in the video, I'll talk about some areas where they could improve or maybe some things that I don't quite like about the product. So right out of the gate, the packaging itself that I just opened it from is high quality. Love some good packaging. And you also get this strap right here as well as a belt clip. So that it's really convenient to carry this thing around with you anywhere. Now this is rechargeable. It has a USB-C port right there. If you need to, you can also pop out the batteries. It's got these branded rechargeable batteries right there. Dang, these things are honkers. And the battery lasts forever, as flashlight batteries usually do, because you're not really using them like constantly. And there's got that cool lock feature right here for the batteries so that they don't just pop out. Right under the charging port is the power button. It's got 3 modes. You got Spotlight, Floodlight, and a combination of the two. So we got that Spotlight, the Floodlight, and then the combination of the two. And I don't know if you can tell from the video here, but this thing is just super powerful. It's going to give you 12,300 lumens of light, and you'll see it a lot better with the comparison against a typical like household flashlight. All right, so nowadays when people need a flashlight, they kind of just default to grabbing their phone's flashlight. So we're going to test the WUBEN X1 Pro against an iPhone flashlight. I'm about to turn on the flashlight now for the iPhone. There's the phone right here. This is the iPhone flashlight on its highest setting. Really doesn't do much past like 5 feet. Alright, now let's compare that to the WUBEN X1 Pro. You're going to be amazed at the difference here. That's its lowest setting, and here we're going to cycle through all of its settings. Look at that. Might as well be daylight in here because of how powerful this flashlight is. This is if I'm just aiming it at the ceiling, so even the balance light is way better than the flashlight on the iPhone. So yeah, this thing is very powerful. Let's go to just straight spotlight. Boom. Yeah, this thing is great. I could use this for lighting for my YouTube video if I just bounce it off the ceiling. It is pretty insane. It's like more powerful than my actual video light. So yeah, no getting lost in the woods. No one's gonna mess with you when you're shining this in their eyes. This will blind you. I looked into the light on accident once and I have not recovered since. But this thing is just heavy duty. Like, this is not going to break. I've dropped it a couple times and nothing has happened to it. It's just a real slick power horse. And yeah, just like look at the design of this thing. It looks like it's a flashlight from the future. So the perfect thing to add to your everyday carry. And within each mode, there's actually different settings too. So this is on the spotlight here. So 3 settings there. And then if we go over to the floodlight, so you don't have to have it on full brightness all the time. So yeah, you're getting a lot of different modes with just 3 simple clicks over here. And to cycle through those different settings, you just hold the power button rather than just clicking it once. Now, because this thing is so powerful, it does get a little bit hot up here at the top. There's a little warning here that says hot. There's a little high-speed fan inside of here, which is removable if you need to replace it. And that activates when it's getting too hot, or you can manually activate it with 5 clicks. Hopefully you can hear that there. Now it has a strobe light effect as well, so warning here for anyone who might be sensitive to strobe lights, but if you click it 3 times quickly, it'll turn into a strobe light. And that would be a good way to signal that you're in trouble or something like that. So when you press the button off and on, it'll remember the setting that you had it on last, but if you press and hold, it'll always come back on as the lowest setting. So it might sound a little bit complicated. It takes a little getting used to all the button functionality. There's just one button that does so much, but once you get the hang of it, it's just like riding a bike. So yeah, this thing is really cool. I never knew I needed such a high-powered flashlight, but this is going to do everything that you need for it. It is good for just household flashlight use or going out into the woods and hiking and camping. This is going to give you all the power you need in one cool, compact little device here. I said little, it's not that little compared to a flashlight. Also, it's got a unique design compared to a flashlight. But yeah, this was the perfect thing to add to my flashlight arsenal. I carry this thing around with me everywhere. It's really great in emergencies and everyday use. So yeah, check one out for yourself. I don't think you're going to be disappointed.